Hey Story Chasers, and welcome to another video. My name is Amber if you're new to my channel, and I just wanted to, oh my gosh, thank all of you for the overwhelming response to my last video. Holy cow, I had no expectation whatsoever, and you guys, like, in just a couple of days had over 300 comments on the video. You guys were commenting about, one, just complete support for me and the vulnerability that I had about talking about my weight issues and my eating disorder, and then just the things I was going through as I was traveling to Alaska and what I was experiencing, and just being really transparent about it. And so many of you also had commented about how you were struggling with weight issues, with eating disorders as well. You told me your stories. Oh my god, you guys. I think I cried like all week long because everybody was reaching out to me and thanking me for making the video. And I mean, you guys, seriously, I can't even, gosh, it takes my breath away. Really, it does. And I have the most amazing people on my channel, so thank you very, very much for all of that support. I am working on my weight and figuring out what are my best options, so hopefully in the next video you'll be able to hear more about that if you're interested in stuff like that. And I did hear too that you guys wanted to know more about my cooking and what I'm doing in here to also help me lose weight, because as of that video I had lost about 10 pounds over the last month, so I'll talk more about that as well. So this video is about self-care and how I was coming out of that funk that I was in, that I talked about in the last couple of videos, and what I was doing to kind of overcome that. So again, I'm not on camera a ton in this video because I was still kind of coming out of everything, but you'll see more of me in the video after that, so my apologies for that. I think that you'll still like it. There's a lot of good scenery between Colorado and New Mexico in this video. And yes, you are not seeing things. You don't have to adjust the color settings on your monitor or your TV. My hair is purple/pink. It's going through a little bit of a transition right now. I was trying to get it to this purple color, and it's really hard to dye your hair purple, actually. So I'm working on it. You guys are probably going to see some changes to my hair color over the next couple of videos until I kind of get it all sorted out. In the last video, I explained a lot about the funk that I was in and my issues with my eating disorder. It was time to engage in some solidarity and major self-care so I could listen to what God, universe, was trying to tell me. When I'm going through tough times, I like to ask myself the question, what am I supposed to learn from this? These challenges in our life help us grow, and I'm apparently in a huge upward growth sequence. So I left Leadville, Colorado to a lower elevation in Salida, Colorado so I could breathe a little bit better. I felt incredibly fortunate to have found this beautiful, secluded camping spot in the National Forest. I rarely saw anybody and was able to just stay in one spot for several weeks and rejuvenate. These beautiful, majestic trees allowed me to secure my beloved hammock in between them. Each morning I would climb into the hammock and meditate as I would gently rock in the breeze. Lily snuggled on my stomach and expressing my gratitude for this life, for this moment, and the opportunity to learn what life was teaching me. This was the first time getting back from Alaska that I was able to sit and recharge from all of the long travel days. It was something that I really needed. There's something about being in nature amongst all the trees, the birds, the dirt and gravel, the wind blowing, and literally taking my shoes off to walk on the earth. It grounds me. It centers me. Even Lily is affected by it. She senses this is home and feels good to her too. Even the rain is a welcome surprise to help cleanse the van, the earth, and wash away my troubles. It somehow was symbolic of everything that I was going through. I also took the time to change my air filter that was really dirty from the Alaska trip and help bring in some clean air into the van as we travel. This whole time seemed to be about cleansing and rejuvenation. part of my self-care was also eating better. My morning ritual consisted of coffee mixed with a little bit of coconut oil and some reishi mushrooms to improve my immune system and energy level. Sometimes some avocado toast on Dave's Killer Bread with a sprinkle of everything bagel seasoning was my breakfast food. I also love smoothie bowls that I placed in these super earthy and cute coconut bowls. Somehow eating in these bowls feels good, and I love how they feel in my hands. Buddha superfood bowls also are a great way to clean out the fridge and use up your veggies. Just add a grain like quinoa, rice, or rice noodles and throw everything into a bowl. I love making this spring roll in a bowl dish with lots of veggies and rice noodles and a peanut sauce. And it's pretty easy to make. Somehow I got into this cooking mode when I was in the national forest, and I loved just being able to sit and cook every single meal and not go out to eat. It just felt really nourishing to my body and made me feel so much better during this time. Lily and I ended up moving in a little closer to Salida and also closer to the Decker Forest Fire, which at the time was still further away from Salida. Moving closer allowed me to explore the town more and also see a chiropractor. I had messed up my back again really bad this time and started to experience sciatica pain in my left buttock and leg. Again, I feel there is this whole mind-body connection going on, and I'm trying to understand what I'm supposed to learn from these issues. I really started to question more about what was happening. I mean, I put out really great karma, so why are these things happening in my life lately? I don't quite know just yet, but I'm listening to find out the answers. My body is screaming at me right now with the weight, the back pain, getting sick, and being exhausted. I'm listening.
Well, I don't mind to slow down anymore. I don't mind the sound of my shoes on your floor. I don't mind selling out or playing cover songs, just as long as friends and family sing along. And I don't need more money or a faster car, no. Don't need a magazine to call me a superstar, no. I'm gonna take this little house and make a home, and then I'll never have to face my nights alone. 'cause in my heart I hear you speak. And on my face I feel you breathe.
Lily has an ouchie. We are soaking her foot because she got stung by an insect today, or actually yesterday. And she, oh, put it back in. See how she does that? Hold on. No. Ooh, be careful. Lily didn't like that, so she took her paw out. So she's soaking in Epsom salt right now, and she's got a little bit of a wound. We had to go to the vet, and they lanced it. It was super puffy. So now we have to do Epsom salts 3 times a day for 4 days, and antibiotics. We think it was an ant bite, but we're not sure. Yes, she does not like this. Look how she looks at me. So we soaked it in the Epsom salt, and then I had to wipe it with this little Q-tip. There's the wound right there. Poor thing. Hopefully she'll heal in several days. Lily, do you still love mommy? Do you still love me? I think she's thinking about it. It was time to slowly start moving towards New Mexico so I could be at the Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta soon. I found several spots along the way with some incredible overlooks of lakes and forest, and the sunsets in the southwest are just incredibly breathtaking and only further ground me. This last month, being in nature for over a month where I didn't move but a couple of times, has rejuvenated me and made me really think more about how I travel, slowing down more and getting into more of a routine, which I think I enjoy more. It felt good, and my month engaging in more self-care has really made me feel better and feel relaxed. Staying in one place and getting into a routine, I think, was the key to my health and my rejuvenation. So, lessons learned this month, I think staying in places longer is just what I need to slow down and take care of myself better. Okay, so as you can see in this video, I had a lot of lessons that I learned with self-care and really taking care of myself, and something very interesting came out of this. I stayed between Colorado and New Mexico for, well, really in the Colorado area for about a month and a half, and stayed in certain places 2 to 3 weeks. And you know what? I don't usually do that. It's really rare that I can stay in places that long. I'm moving around a little bit more, sometimes more than I would like, because I have a little bit of an agenda, but I loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. And I got into this habit, these rituals, right, of getting up in the morning and meditating and cooking my breakfast and taking a walk and just really indulging in things that made me feel good and got me into some habits that I really loved, and it felt more nourishing to me and really started to make me think, like, is this something that I really want to continue to do, traveling in a van, because it's smaller and it just doesn't have the creature comforts of something that's larger, like a, you know, even like a trailer or a home. And maybe, you know, that's something that I should look into if I wanted to change my travel style. But I don't know, like, there's so many things up in the air. I literally thought this next year I would start to do a custom build out van, and I still might do that, but I mean, like, maybe I should pull like a trailer or something. I don't know, like, there's so many things going on in my head right now with all of this, because, you know, my travel style, I feel like, is changing a bit after that, and maybe popping in and out of cities as much, or not, you know, needing the nimbleness of the van necessarily all the time. So if I had a trailer and a truck, or a trailer and a van and pulled, then, you know, I could still use that second pull vehicle to go wherever I want. I don't really know what this looks like right now. But just a lot of things that are going through my head, and things that were feeling good to me as I was staying out in places longer. Again, it's not that there's anything wrong with the van, it's just smaller, and there are certain things that I can and can't do in it. With every type of RV that you get, there's a trade-off, good and bad, with all of them. And so it really just depends on what your travel style is and what you really want. And so sometimes that changes. This is my second RV on the road. I don't know what this looks like right now, but it's something interesting and something to be aware of and think of, right, as I continue in my full-time digital nomad life. Also, if you're interested in becoming a digital nomad and learning how to transition into full-time travel, go ahead and click the link below. I have a link to my course that I made. It's called the Nomad Mentorship Bootcamp course. It's an 8-week course. You get live access to me over those 8 weeks, and then also in our Facebook group. And I've already gone through one course with some students. From all of their reviews and assessments, they really loved it. And if you're a student watching this that took that class, go ahead and comment below. Let other people know what you thought about it. Click that link below, and if you haven't already liked this video, go ahead and like it and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell if you want to get notified every time I have a video come out. And I will see you next week in the next video. I'll be in Albuquerque at the Balloon Fiesta. Yay! I'm so excited. Alright guys, see you in the next video.